Hello everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Inside Warhawk Football. I'm your host, Sam Matheny, alongside head football coach Kevin Bullis. Coach, it was a hard-fought victory on Saturday against UW-Lacrosse at the Perk. 12,000 strong, near that mark. Were you expecting it to be such a low-scoring game, or did it just happen to be that way?
You know, I knew we had two good defenses going to be playing, but we had two very good offenses as well. And I think, you know, and I don't know, people, you can sit and speculate, was the wind a factor? Yeah, wind was somewhat of a factor. I think ultimately the two defenses were just really dialed in. And I guess I wouldn't have predicted it. I figured it was going to be at the most a 7-point spread, to be honest with you. And that's what it fit into, whether it was 21-17 or 13-7. I couldn't predict that. You had two great defenses that played some great ball. I know, you know, if you talk to Coach Jennings, we didn't finish. We didn't finish when we had our opportunities in the red zone and missed on a field goal. I'm sure Lacrosse would tell you, their offense coordinator would tell you the same thing. But that's what happens when you got two very good defenses playing on a given Saturday.
What were your thoughts on the defensive stand that you guys put up on that side of the ball to end the game?
Really proud of our guys. I mean, they you know, the things, Coach Rindle calls the defenses, and I don't, I don't interject much, to be honest with you. I let him get into his system of how he wants to do things. You know, I'm there to help with timeouts and those types of things. But the thing I was really watching on that drive was watching our poise and just watching our process, how guys were dialed in, very locked in. There wasn't any frantic looks. There wasn't any concern. There wasn't any coaches saying, oh, my God, why isn't this guy lined up here? Our guys were playing with great poise and confidence at that moment, which is the biggest challenge. And again, I'm not Nostradamus, but I knew we were going to win. I knew we were going to stop them just by the manner of how our guys were managing that moment, the coaches and players. And obviously Egan Hind ends up getting a big knockdown at the end there, and we get some great pressure on the QB. So, no, I felt very confident. They felt very confident. And that's really, that confidence comes from, one, having been in those experiences in the past. And when I say that, it's the experience of being in a practice. It's all about the confidence you develop practicing and challenging them and putting them in challenging situations in practice so that when they go into a game, that moment's not too big for them. And obviously the moment wasn't too big for them.
Now you end the regular season at UW-Stevens Point. What do you think you will focus on the most just to get that conference championship outright to yourself?
Sam, you're going to think I'm a broken record. We're going to concentrate on Tuesday. We're going to concentrate on today's practice. And that's no matter who our opponent is, whether it's a ranked team in the country, whether it's a team that's not ranked in our country. All I know is this: Stevens Point is a team in our league. Yeah, they have not won a game in our league, but I know this: they're a team in our league, and it is the best league in the country. I know they have nothing to lose coming into this game, so they will throw everything at us. I know they got a very volatile quarterback that, in the sense of, man, he can run, he can throw. And they got a defense that puts a lot of pressure on QBs. They lead our conference in sacks. I mean, no, they're going to come with their ears pinned back with nothing to lose. And so, I mean, that's whatever. That is vital for us to know that. But the most important piece is getting ourselves ready for today and having the best practice to date. That's the way we look at it, is let's have our best practice of the year today. And then the crazy thing of it, after today, we're going to think Wednesday. Same thing. Oh, no, we're going to have our best practice today. You got to value every one of those opportunities, and you got to put the players under that duress so it does prepare them for the moments that they had in this game with Lacrosse.
Thanks for your time, Coach. I look forward to speaking with you again next week.
We'll see you then, Sammy.
This has been this week's edition of Inside Warhawk Football on UWW-TV.